Alright, so I have no idea how many of you watching this, well, first of all, even know who I am. But if you're a returning viewer, which I doubt most people are, I have no idea how many of you saw the post I made, was it yesterday, a couple days ago, where I said I was going to try and take my channel in a bit of a different direction. Up until now, I've done a lot of Super Smash Bros. Stuff. That's all I've done so far. I've done vanilla, I've done modded, I've played as a whole bunch of different characters. I changed my original idea was to structure my videos how one of my favorite Smash Bros. YouTubers, Yeet Smash, does. Where he takes all of his clips from tournament players, so I thought I'd structure his, but like all my own clips. And then I eventually changed to having more of my own style, and all my videos were made in the Super Smash Bros. Video Maker. What I want to do is I want to change things up a little bit, and I said that I will still be doing Super Smash Bros. Content, but I don't know how much I'm going to be doing that. I've been playing that game a lot less recently, and so what I hope to do, which I've done on my TikTok, you can find me under the same name as this channel here, I think. Maybe it's slightly different. But what I hope to do is you can maybe see some of it in the background behind me. But I have been really getting into playing guitar as of the past few months. It was a while after I started my channel. On my TikTok page, all I've been posting about really is just my videos as I've been progressing, getting better at guitar. And I want to do kind of the same thing on YouTube, but a little more longer and different and more content, I guess. My TikTok is all just updates as I'm playing and showing how I've been improving. So I want to do YouTube a little bit differently. I want to talk more. I want to be playing more than one song in every video. So for those of you who don't follow my TikTok, I also want to show off, obviously, my guitar and stuff. But first, before I show you the one I'll actually play on, earlier I was trying to fix this broken acoustic here. This is one we've had for years. I think my older brother learned to play guitar on this, and what's broken is the D string is extremely loose, so it vibrates a lot more freely than all the other strings do, and it is really far down tuned, which for those of you who don't know much about guitar, when you down tune a string, it's a lot looser and the sound is a lot lower, which is why you tune it up and down. And if you tune it up, the sound is higher and the string is tighter. So not only does it not feel right, it doesn't sound right either. and I was trying to fix it earlier because my brother had told me that the strings were messed up, but he didn't tell me specifically what was wrong. So I checked it. I tuned it properly, or at least tried to, because all of the strings were down tuned actually. So it's just the D string that's messed up, and something in the tuning mechanism I think is broken, because I cannot tune this up at all. It makes such a low sound compared to what it's supposed to. That's the sound it makes. And the sound it's supposed to make should sound like this. So I can mostly play on it normally, it just sounds a little off is all. Let me see if I can play something. For those of you who don't know or couldn't hear, that was Enter Sandman by Metallica. That, I think, is the one song with an acoustic section that I actually know how to play. Because the other songs I know are all either just electric or distorted electric, which most of the songs I play are distorted. So I know some songs that are clean electric, but I can't play any of those songs on this because that would use the D string, which I said is broken. So if I grab my electric, which is what I actually play on, for those of you who watch my TikTok at all, this is the guitar that I use in every single video. But I know some clean electric songs, even though most of the songs I know are distorted, like I said before. Like actually I prefer to play clean electric song with no pick because I think that sounds better in my opinion. That was another Metallica song, And Justice for All. And if you can't tell by my TikTok page or the two songs I just played, I am a big Metallica fan. The first band I got into, and actually my favorite by a mile so far, even though I haven't really listened to that many bands, most of the people I listen to are pretty obscure, is some of you who watch my videos may know these guys because they have made songs that are in Super Smash Bros. Is Crush 40, who makes a lot of the songs for Sonic the Hedgehog. And so a lot of their songs, and a lot of Metallica's too, because both of them are metal, hard rock, that in that range. Well, that's not why they distort their songs, but a lot of their songs are distorted. So most of the songs I happen to know because I know mainly Crush 40 songs and some Metallica, just Crush 40 and Metallica is all I know. So most of what I know is distorted, like the song I've been practicing for the longest time, which I'm sure that most of the people who end up watching this video would know. Actually, yeah, my pick's right here. I set this down earlier and I forgot about it. Oh, that was messed up. I'm not too great at all just yet. I make a lot of mistakes. There are a lot of the fast moving parts that I really mess up on when I have to skip. I call it skipping over strings. When you're plucking one, then you move your pick over another to go pluck another, like this. I also get that mixed up with another part of the song. But I know everything up to the first post-chorus, yeah. And all of the choruses are the same except for the last one, so all I need to know is the last chorus, which is I've seen Jun Senoue himself has a video of him, an old video of him playing Live and Learn on guitar, and it looks pretty simple. So I need to know that. I think the bridge is the part of the song it's called. The last part of the outro, which most of the outro is the same as intro, except for the very last part and the solo. But once I've got those done, I know the entire song. I think the second verse is a little bit different than the first, maybe. But I've been working really hard on this one. So most of what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be posting. Well, I think I'll save the progress updates for TikTok because that'd be a lot shorter, and I'm gonna do less frequent uploads here, but it's gonna be longer content like this, mostly just me talking, really, with some songs. Like the main three I've been working on, Live and Learn, like I said, also Crush 40's What I'm Made Of, and Metallica's One. And I'm working on them for different reasons. Live and Learn is the song I started with, so I thought I'd finish that one first. What I'm Made Of, I love the song. It's not my favorite. That's Open Your Heart, also by Crush 40, which I'll work on much later because I've looked at the sheet music for that song and it's much harder than anything I've tried to play. And then One is a much slower song up until a breakdown, so I've found it very good for just easing myself into harder songs, because starting with a hard song, I believe, can be beneficial in different ways if you really put yourself to the grindstone and just keep working hard on it. But you also do need easier songs to sort of show you how to play slower. And One, unfortunately, is the one slow song that I actually know. And I did play a bit of Injustice for All, but just the intro is the slow part. some other songs have slow parts, like Master of Puppets' Interlude, which that in the intro, or well, that in one of the intro, no, one riff from both the interlude and the intro is all I know how to play of that song. And I actually prefer to do this, even though it's a story with no pick. See, even I'm still messing up on this. I don't know how many of you could actually hear that because it's kind of harder for me at least to play the much lower frets because I don't know that many songs that use that just yet. So like doing this for me is extremely hard. And a lot of times as I'm playing, I kind of mix up what I'm supposed to do. So like I don't really play it right. Also something I thought I'd mention is that I play my guitar right-handed. Well, this isn't really my guitar. This was my older brother's old one, but then he got a Jag Stang, which is a specific kind of electric. But I use this one, which is his old gear is a lot not as nice as his new gear, so that could also have a lot to do with me sounding off. But I think I know it's mostly just me messing up. But because he is right-handed, he had right-handed guitars, and I play right-handed, so I strum and pick and finger with my right hand, and I fret with my left hand. But I actually am a left-handed person, so that doesn't really change how I play, because in my opinion, the fretting is the harder job, which I still struggle with. So I'm going to continue to play right-handed because I prefer my left hand to be on the neck. But moving on from my guitar, I have this. This is my dad's old bass guitar. He had this probably when he was my age, actually. So I don't know if this will be loud enough, but the only song I know how to play is the first part of the intro to For Whom the Bell Tolls. Well, actually, two of the riffs. Like I said, I'm a huge Metallica fan. Most of my immediate family is. It's gonna take me a couple of takes for this. And I'm not really suited to play bass because my fingers are pretty bony, kind of small. or not small, but like thin, which is not very good for playing bass in my opinion, because you need strong fingers for these thick strings, and I don't know if you can tell or if you know, but bass guitar strings are much thicker than guitar strings. They're completely different instruments for those who don't know. We have a bunch of old bass books around here, and a couple of them are Metallica. Like I said, most of my family is Metallica fans. And I read how to play one riff from Enter Sandman. Let me see if I can remember that. Yeah, I think that's it. It's some of the bass lines I know are somewhat similar to guitar bass lines. Like one of the secondary bass lines from For Whom the Bell Tolls is. I'm not playing that right. And that's second fret of the E string, which I know is very similar to what you do on guitar, but guitar you use multiple strings, so you play chords for that. And the second part I know from For Whom the Bell Tolls is I cannot play right today. Which I know is very, very similar on guitar. So that's all for today. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this or similar content, or if you want to, or if you guys prefer the Smash Bros. Content. I'll keep doing both, because both I really like doing guitar and Smash Bros. But playing guitar and being part of a band and writing music, I am very much considering for a professional career, like I used to for competing in Super Smash Bros. Tournaments, but I kind of fell out of that, which is part of why I was on such a long hiatus, which sometimes I just tend to do. I've done that with my TikTok content. I've been gone for months on here, but I'm returning for the two of you that care. My hair's all messy today, but I am changing up my content style. But let me know if you guys would appreciate seeing more of me personally rather than just Smash Bros. Gameplay, which is all I can do with the stuff I have right now. And of course, seeing my face and hearing my voice. So let me know if you guys appreciate that and the guitar stuff, and if you want to hear more of that in the future. All right, peace out.